Oh man, did we just bottom out on crypto? Is the worst behind us, or is there more of a fall coming up? I'm going to break down exactly what we're seeing here in the charts. Bitcoin is trying to respond. Is it enough? Can we get a recovery? How is the market looking? I'm going to bring you an update. If you like this type of content, smash up the likes. Do not forget to subscribe. If you actively want to trade with me, you can do so. Link is in the description to our Telegram community where you can see my exact trades. If you want to see how I'm navigating this tough market, I show it. I've got nothing to hide. Just share the latest trade I've taken just before hitting record as well. So jump into the group and see which coins I'm trading right now. You can see here Bitcoin did manage to get a little bit of a bottom, right? 82.2 thousand responding a couple of hourly candles ago. Since then, moved into the EMA ribbon and got rejected here by the hourly EMA ribbon. Now, what's going to be important here is that we need to get that higher low, okay? This is your low. We've got to turn around before there, anywhere before there, and give us a chance of creating a bit of a head and shoulders pattern, inverse head and shoulders pattern that can give us the chance to reverse out of this spiral to the downside. And let's face it, it's been a tough spiral, right? Another $665 million liquidated in the last 24 hours. You guys know I've expressed my kind of frustration at people who are still messing around with liquidation, with leverage in this type of a market. You're asking for trouble. You're asking for trouble. If we jump on over to the liquidation heat map, look at this. Market makers are having a field day liquidating you. And in order to give us a clue of where we could be heading next, look at this heat map. If you were a market maker, which side are you going to be betting on right now? Remember, market makers want to grab liquidity. They just took all this liquidity, right? 1.6 billion in a single day. Then they took another 600 million just here in the last 24 hours. Now the liquidation is starting to pile up above the price action, okay? Remember, when people are too greedy that the price is going to go up, they go long. They long the asset with leverage, 10x, 15, 20x, whatever they're doing, and they have a liquidity price, right? They have their liquidation price, which is their stop loss. Equally, when the market's going down, everybody's so greedy. They go, oh, look, Bitcoin's going down. It's going to go to 10,000. And they start shorting from above. They start shorting from these areas. And they put their stop loss here, right? So if the price now goes up, all of those greedy shorts will be liquidated. So the last 24 hours, it's been all greedy longs. But guess what? It'll flip reverse on them. And this is the thing, guys. You guys can't be reactive in this market. You've got to be smart. This market in crypto and traditional finance, I know this because I spent time in a bank. I saw it happen in investment banking. Markets are created to shake out the average person, right? I'm sorry to say, but it's the truth. Now, there's two options. You can participate in this rigged market and have your brain switched on, or you can be liquidation fodder for these guys if you want to give your hard-earned money to them. Which do you want to do? Now, I know which one I want to do. I want to stay away from leverage. I want to play where my strengths are, because let's face it, I ain't outplaying Binance. I ain't outplaying Wintermute. I'm not outplaying any of these big hedge funds in crypto. I can't. All I can do is make sure I take care of my portfolio, make sure that I'm not over levered, because I know this market's going to whipsaw. It whipsaws because of the liquidations, right? If we didn't have this issue in crypto, if it wasn't so easy to open up an exchange account and get crazy leverage, 10x, 15x, 20x, where some random kid can sign up and get a 100x trade on Bitcoin, we wouldn't have this volatility. Now, I know this ain't a popular opinion because loads of people like having fun with leverage. But should I tell you the truth? Why do people take leverage? It's always the broke people taking leverage, right? People with a little bit of money trying to turn that last $100 with their 1000x leverage or 100x leverage because they think it's going to make them rich. But all it does, it gets them back to square one again. They lose all the money, they have to go work a job to make another $100, and then they come back to the crypto casino again, and off they go. Instead of slowly compounding, instead of slowly building a portfolio, ignoring all of this and saying, you know what, I'm holding Bitcoin. I like Bitcoin. It's good value right now. I'm going to buy spot. I'm not going to panic sell when the price goes down, even if it goes down to 72, 74, like I said here in the last kind of couple of days. I'm good. Now, fortunately, we did see some dip buying happening. This wicking candle was very telling because it wicked all the way down to 82.1, but then it closed at 84. That's a big difference, right? It's $2,000 difference. So in this hourly candle here, which was 8 p.m. my time yesterday, you started seeing the buying happening and it pushed us into our EMA ribbon. Then we got rejected because look, the bears are still strong. This EMA ribbon on the hourly chart is strong. We got to create that higher low, turn around, get above this EMA ribbon, right? We need to create that inverse head and shoulders pattern. If we zoom up to the 4-hourly chart, you can see exactly what's going on. The bears are in control, guys. Make no mistake about it. Yes, we managed to have this wicking candle, which is, good that we stopped the bleeding to some extent because we weren't stopping the bleeding, but there's a lot of work to do. I mean, look at this. Big move to the downside. We try to rally. We don't even touch our EMA ribbon and we get sent further down below. Then we try to rally again for a couple of 4-hourly candles, and again, we don't even touch our EMA ribbon, start getting pushed back to the downside. We've got to stem the bleeding, create a higher low, get some green candle action here, and start working into this EMA ribbon and eventually reclaiming the 4-hourly EMA ribbon, which is a much harder task. That's 92.5, 92.6. If we can close the back above there, that's going to be a really telling response from the bulls. Then ultimately stepping up to the daily chart, it doesn't spell good picture, right? It's pain. It's pain. The EMA ribbon is flipping now. The bears are in control of the daily trend. We've pretty much lost this support from this pivot point. And like I said, major horizontal support doesn't come in until this bit here, the previous all-time high, 72 to 74. This is the region. And long-term, it'll be fine. If we come down here and retest and manage to get some strength, that'll actually be really healthy because it means we retested our previous high, we got rid of the weak hands, and we go further on our journey with strong hands who are ready to ride it up to 150 and beyond here on Bitcoin. At the moment, we've got too many greedy people in, panic selling, right? We've got too much leverage in the system. We've got too many tourists in the market who are chasing the tops of these candles at 108, 109, and suddenly they're sat there with their portfolio and they're looking at it and they're down 25% and they hate their life and their friend told them to buy Bitcoin, even though they shouldn't have been buying Bitcoin because they're a barber and they don't know anything about crypto and they never took the time to learn. And now they're sitting there, they've lost 25%, and guess what? Eventually they're going to panic sell. That's going to further fuel these liquidations, right? So you've got to let it play out. You've got to let that stuff play out because ultimately it's good. And we've seen this time and time again. The weak hands will rotate to the stronger hands. The stronger hands come in ready for the next journey, right? They don't care. They're buying at 72 to 75, ready to double their money up towards 150. So they're not going to be bothered. They're not the ones that are going to suddenly take profit at 80, 81. No, they're going to be in it for the long run. And that's what we need. It's not just about everybody buying Bitcoin. It's about people buying Bitcoin who are going to hold it. People are going to buy Bitcoin not to speculate, but to hold it. Hold the spot and ride it to higher highs. And that's the distribution we're seeing. We're starting to see some of those speculative guys panic out because a quick 25% dump in a couple of days will panic out those guys. They're just in it for a quick buck. They're going to get out. People like me with conviction who've held Bitcoin through 15,500 and bought the dip and it was averaging in at 29,000 during the summer of 2021. We're going to keep buying the dip and keep holding, right? This is a great dip buying opportunity for me. Like I shared with you guys, if we come up to this weekly chart, we're retesting our EMA ribbon. This is a beautiful dip down into our EMA ribbon. The further we go into this EMA ribbon, the more I'm buying. These are the times I want to buy. I can't express that enough. When fear and greed is sitting here at 10 and people were FOMOing and they're really, panicking and really scared, this is when I need to be buying. When it's back green again and Bitcoin's bouncing and heading back up to 110, you'll see. I'll make a video saying I'm chilling, guys. There's nothing for me to do. I just need to ride it. These are the moments here that I need to be buying. Not just Bitcoin, but some of my favorite altcoins as well. You can see a lot of major altcoins now, however you want to look at them, are well below the EMA ribbons. Let's bring out the EMA ribbon here so we can start to take a look at some of these projects. I mean, if we take a look at, let's start off with Doge. Bring out the EMA ribbon. Oh, look, got the nice little Doge dog coming out as well. Now closing below its weekly EMA ribbon. I mean, this has already lost its weekly EMA ribbon. Let's jump onto the daily EMA ribbon so you can see. Below its EMA ribbon, right? XRP, below its EMA ribbon. Ethereum, below its EMA ribbon. Pepe, below its EMA ribbon. These are the moments to be looking at your portfolio and saying, what did I like that I was nearly FOMOing into, which I shouldn't? I mean, Pepe is down hugely. It's down 70% from the highs that people were FOMOing in at those highs, and now it's 70% down. If you like these projects, what are you waiting for? People just weeks ago were FOMOing into Solana at 295, and now it's sitting at 137, down 53%. Where are those guys at? These are the moments to be getting your discounts, guys. And of course, it relies on you guys having cash on the sidelines. And that's what I tweet about. It's what's in my Telegram updates. It's what's on my videos here. You guys have to keep cash on the sidelines. If you don't have cash on the sidelines, Get a quick side hustle, right? Take on that extra client in your business. Do something. Get that extra part-time job. Just spend that little bit less on those Nike Air Forces, which you don't need, and get yourself some of this juicy dip. You'll thank yourself for it later because more importantly, it's training your mind. Now, if you've not subscribed to my other channel, guys, please, I'll leave the link in the description to my other channel. That's going to be pure tactics. So if you actually want to build wealth in crypto, you don't want just news and TA updates like we do here on this channel is going to continue. I'm going to keep doing the updates like I always do here, not going anywhere. That channel is just for me to put tactical stuff on, okay? So more in-depth, maybe boring videos for some of you guys, more detail, more of the, hacks and tips, and for me to actually give you the gems, right? Not just these types of quick news videos. So make sure you go subscribe there, show some love for the YouTube algorithm as well. If you like this type of content, smash up the likes. Do not forget to subscribe as well, of course, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.